Hello, this is Dan with Exotic PC bringing you a product overview for the 2023 ROG Zephyrus Duo 16. Let's start by going over the specs for this machine. For our CPU, we have an AMD Ryzen 9 7945HX, complemented by an NVIDIA RTX 4080 GPU. For our memory, 32GB of DDR5 running at 4800 MHz in dual channel. For our storage, it's a 1TB Gen 4 NVMe SSD. For our network connections, it hosts a Wi-Fi 6E chip as well as one 2.5GB LAN port. The Zephyrus holds a 90 Wh battery. Finally, looking at these displays. It has a 16x10 2K mini LED main display running at 240Hz refresh rate with a 3 millisecond response time, while its second screen is a 14-inch 4K touch screen pad. One of the main highlights of the Zephyrus Duo is the use of this second screen, available on the go, useful for streaming, gaming, and all-around multitasking. The keyboard has great feedback with per-key RGB, and is compatible with RSync. As a bonus, the trackpad doubles as a full number pad to maximize space on the keyboard. All around, the weight is reasonable, weighing in at just under 6 pounds. While gaming, fans are noticeable as they ramp up and continue to blow, but do not have any bad whine to them while under load. Overall, the sound of the speakers are pretty decent for a laptop. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. But the Zephyrus Duo also includes a headphone jack. Finally, let's look at some stress and gaming benchmarks. The first stress test we ran was Cinebench R23. After running a 10-minute multi-core CPU test, we got a score of 31,721 points. Moving on to our GPU test, we went ahead and used superposition. We changed our settings to the 4K optimized pre-configuration, and once completed, we achieved a score of 12,435. We averaged around 93 frames per second and maxed out at 116 at 4K. Now for some games. One of the main benefits to having this RTX 4080 is to be able to fully access NVIDIA's latest technologies like DLSS 3, frame generation, and ray tracing. It allows us to deliver both high resolution and high frame rates in the latest AAA games. The first game we tested was Atomic Heart. We set everything to Ultra and ran the benchmark twice, once with DLSS off and then with it on. As you can see, we jumped from 77 frames average to 111 with DLSS. The second game we tried was Cyberpunk 2077. For Cyberpunk, we have our settings set to Ray Tracing Ultra. We got a similar story here, being able to run with our settings maxed out at an average of 95 frames per second. If you're looking to put a personal touch on your machine, be sure to check out our extensive customization options before checkout, including upgrades available for your CPU, GPU, RAM, storage, cooling, overclocking, custom paint, Hydra and graphic wraps, laser etching, and much more. Be sure to check out the product link in the description or leave any comments down below if you have any questions for us here at Exotic PC. I've been Dan, and thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for future product overviews.